Hey, what's going on, guys? Smitty here, Mains and Crosses. You know who it is. Thank you for checking us out on the dual platform, IGTV and the YouTube channel, Unstrung Unfiltered. We have right here kind of like the dark horse of the strings here in Mains and Crosses. And the reason I say that is even though we don't market it as much as the others like the Lux Salon or the Selenco, Babolat has always been a seller for us, and obviously this one right here is the main event, which is the RPM Blast. We prefer the 17 gauge. I feel like it's a perfect gauge, and I feel like I don't know if you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the Babolat, the 16 feels like a 15L and the 17 feels like a 16, especially when it comes to the RPM Blast Rough. Like the 17 gauge feels like a 16, the 16 feels like a 15. It's just interesting. So if I can, I always do the thinner gauge. I'm not a big string breaker, and most of my clientele, they're some of them are recreational player, and some of them are collegiate or tournament players and stuff like that. So even 17 for some of them might be a little too thin, but it's great. It has a slick coating. If you guys ever use RPM Blast, it's almost like a chalky wax type thing. Remind me of the Pro Red Code wax, and it has the film of wax through it. And the same thing here. Like if you take it out and kind of rub through it, there's this little powdery thing, or it's like a coating, which gives it a great snapback. I feel like that's what's causing it to have like those big power, big spin. Strings move around really fast. However, it's not some people would say like it dies down pretty darn quick. For me personally, I guess having the luxury of having a stringer and a full set of reels all the time, it's easy for me to kind of just restring it. I don't play poly more than what maybe 2 weeks I'm changing it out, or maybe less than that, but usually it's like 2 weeks. I play like 3 times a week or something like that, 3 or 4 times a week. So I change them pretty frequently, so I don't feel like that loss of tension. But a lot of people you hear complain like, hey man, RPM Blast is great the first 8 hours, blah blah blah, and it just dies down. And it's the nature of the beast. This is polyester. It's not like natural gut or even like a multi or a mono that has the elasticity and it comes back. If you think about a monofilament, this polyester, once it's stretched, it just stretches and stretches or notches until it breaks. It doesn't form back. It's a solid state. So I think that's something to be considered. I've found a liking recently with the RPM Blast Rough, and the reason I say that is because I don't know. I used it before, and maybe I didn't give it a good chance, and I felt like it played a little dry. It was very firm. Maybe the tension wasn't working out, but now I've been stringing in the 50s and low 40s. This is becoming a very lively, solid figure in my game, and I'm starting to use this right now with my Pure Strike, and it's amazing. I run gut on the mains, and I cross it up on the with the RPM Blast Rough, either 17 or 16 gauge. I think it plays very well. Even the 16, like it's a thicker one, and I tried it out, and I felt like it gave me a pretty big bang, and it worked out for me. However, I would want to try it next week with the 17 gauge. I feel like it'll definitely bite the ball a little better. However, like I said, I run it as a cross string for that control, and I feel like it gives me enough pop and power and control. I feel like it's a great combo. Something to try out. I think RPM Blast is coming with the power. I don't think I know. I haven't had a sample yet, but I don't know how better it can get. However, with this rough, it's not as rough as. Actually, it's kind of similar to the the Alu Power Rough. I don't know if I can. It's like these small little dimples, as you can see them. They're kind of corded. I think they're a little coarser or just about the same as the Alu Power Rough. And I think it just, those pockets, or those little air bubbles, or those little notches, makes the string much softer. I feel like the ball kind of lives there just a little bit longer than the original RPM Blast. So that's always great, guys. So you always hear about poly and stuff, but what about those who have arm issues and you want to find a softer string? XL, dude, they've been this is the Oli string has been around for quite a while. This is their equivalent to their NXT. This is their equivalent to NRG2 or X1 biphase. It's an amazing. I mean, actually, I first started out using this as my multi or my go-to multi back when I started playing, and it feels amazing. I really didn't give a chance much to it as I wanted, because we were having a lot of the NXT lying around. However, Excel plays really nice and soft, and it gives me enough power, and it doesn't feel like it's just sloppy. Like sometimes the Wilson Sensation's just all comfort, and I feel like no feedback. This one, I think it's a great all-around multi. I know Babolat has the Origin, which is the mono, which played amazing too. However, don't forget about the OG. So if you guys are having little arm issues and stuff like that, or you have some juniors or some little ones, this is where you want to start them off with. This is some premium multi-filament, and it's great. I think it comes in natural, black, and I think the blue that it came out, and it's thundering outside, crazy. But it's an amazing string. I think you should definitely give it a try. I think a lot of people kind of, I guess I wouldn't say they fell off. It's always been around, but people who, they're not looking into it. So, Babolat XL, like, what's that? You know, usually you'll feel like NXT, NXT, or NRG2, stuff like this. So this is something to keep your mind open to. I think it's been around for quite a while, and I think it's something worth trying. So feel free to hit me up in the comments. What do you guys think about my reviews of these little strings? Like I said, this is not a full review. It's just, you know, as a stringer, what's been selling for us. So RPM Blast, I mean, if you run a tennis string business and you don't have this, I don't know where you're going. And of course, if they're trying to look for some a little more flavor, because, you know, RPM Blast in black, and this one comes in like optic yellow or neon yellow, and it comes in floral red, and I think black too, and I think it gives it a little more fun. And of course the XL, something a little more softer for the young one, even for the adults. Like if you're looking for comfort, you just got some elbow issues, stuff like that, it's easy to use this as a cross string or even a full bed. I'll definitely vouch for the full bed of XL. I think it feels great also. And then also doesn't fuzz as much as NXT. I love NXT, but it's just like some people can't get over the whole the fraying part. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Peace.